Come on then, let's today try and get these cabinets done. That's the thing about having your own shed. It runs at your pace. If you want to shut the door and not go there, you can shut the door. There's no pressure. When I walk out the door of my shed and my man cave, time stops, and it doesn't start until I walk back in again. And I walk back in at my choice, at my pace. I do what the hell I want. Do you know what I mean? It's a great thing, the man shed, and nothing has moved between when I walked out and when I came in. Nothing's been disturbed. I don't have to do anything. If I don't want to come out here and play, I don't come out and play. If I want to come out here and play, I can. Having a shed, being a shed man, is such a great thing, you know, years ago, and having to tinker and building up the tools and growing your collections, and do you know what I mean? Oh, I just love being a shed man. Yeah, I do. And we're all shed men at heart, aren't we? We're all boys with our toys. Right, let's crack on a bit. A bit of a catch up on yesterday. The level here, the level there, the level here. That's a level. This is a level in a box there. That's a level. That's a level. You know, I've got a level here as well. I've got too much stuff done. I can't wait to get this job done so I can release. I hate it when that should be just a box on its own on a shelf. But as you do, as you've got space, you stuff things in, don't you? And you get fuller and fuller and fuller. Oh, I can't wait to release some of the space and get to display some of it so you can see it in an instant. Yeah, and look, it was clear. It's building up slowly, but yeah, we're on its track, yeah. So let's get these, the quicker we get the cupboards done, the more space it's going to give us, more organising we can do. We're on target here, look. That sits within there. It's hit where we wanted to do. We wanted to hit the edge of that, didn't we? So there's that beam. That's the other foot. We need to mark where we're going to put the other foot, plus the other marrying gap. So let's put the red one here, see what it's going to look like. Sometimes it's nice to just visualize it. Obviously we're going to put a wood in here, bolt them together. We'll put a wood in here, bolt them together, move that leg across. Sometimes it's nice to visualize what they're going to look like when you're done. Shall we put the top boxes on? Come on, let's do it. This is what we're aiming for. It doesn't look like we'll have to take the handles off, so we might be able to keep the handles on. These still work fine, look. Where round is that? That way. Yeah. So you get hold of that from the bottom, push it down. Yeah. So we've got a cupboard in there. All these are working, passing each other. Obviously we'll fix them. We've got a key for that somewhere. Oh, have we got a key for this somewhere? That's a good question. I've got keys somewhere, let's try them. I took them out in case we snapped them off whilst we were moving them around. Anyway, it's looking good, it's looking good. Dum-dum. I was thinking to myself, oh, how do we get into these cabinets? They're locked. Why are they locked? I thought I might have to break into my own lock. I thought I might not have the keys. Anyway, the lid has to be up to open them, doesn't it? Yeah. Because of this mechanism here. What about this one? This one's working fine. This one's working fine. This one's working fine, and that one's working fine. Yeah, but I'm not into locking them. But anyway, looking fantastic. I think, yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Should we find a mid cabinet? See, this is a top, a base, a mid, and a top. This is a base. It looks as if there's room for a mid on these. So maybe it might be worth going to find 2 mid cabinets for them. Yeah? Anyway, look, let's crack on and get it finished then. Yeah, much better than on the wheels and the space in between. You could just bolt them together, but we've planned to put the wood there, haven't we? And the wood only has to be, because it's only the base units that are going to go together, the wood only has to be this this height. So find a piece of wood to go in there now and in there, and that'll give us the ability to bolt them together. And get this drawer out. I don't know how. I've been looking at, I don't know how you get these. I think you must stuff something up there, I think. Something like a hacksaw blade. Let's go and get a hacksaw blade and try that. That's what we wanted. There's that strip we put in, look. There's that strip we put in. Can you see it? Which is the edge of the cabinet. Now we're going to put this wood in. Hold on. So we'll fill the edge with this cabinet, with this plywood. So by the time we've put the plywood in, let me show you. Hold on. Right, so that's the edge of the cabinet. I don't know if you can see it. The edge of the cabinet's on the edge there, look. Then this will go there. This plywood will go there. You can see better down there, look. Plywood will go in there, and then that will leave us another edge to put the edge of this red cabinet on. So that measurement was spot on. So let's do that then. Let's cut this to size first. I'm going to have to put like a little edge on the end there. It's got to be just fine, and then we can mark where we want the middle of that one, where we put a leg, and then we can bring it to an end. Remember, we made it slightly bigger so that we can cut a bit off here. So we want a piece 13 by 27. We want a nice clean edge. Clean straight edge here, clean straight edge there, 13. So how many 13s? Does it matter? Get one 13 there. We get another 13. We get another 13. So of the 13s, we can get 3 in there. We only want 2, so that doesn't matter. Let's see how many 27s we get out of it. There's a 27 there. You're not going to get 2 27s cutting it that way. How about this way then? We get a 27 there. Hold on. We get a 27 there. It's moved. 27. We can get a 27 there, which is about there. Can we get another? No, we can't. It's no way, isn't it? No, we can't get 2 27s that way. So we can easily get 27 that way. This is square, isn't it? 27 that way. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you just got to figure out. So now we've got to figure out to use the nice cleanest edge. We're not going to, we're going to be butchered, but our cut's going to be hidden, isn't it? So what's the nicest edge for the front then? I think that. Yeah, we get a nice 27 out of that, wouldn't we? Yeah, the nice front. This is a bit rough, this side. We get a nice 27 out of that side. And if we need to, we can get a nice 27 out of that end. So we do a 13 and a 13. It's the same thing. But sometimes you just have to study your wood while you get the most out of it. But it don't matter here. It's not that, it's not going to work for us or against us. We're just going to have to use the whole board. So we're going to go 13 there by 27 high, and we'll have a nice clean front looking at the front of it. So that's the bit we're going to use first cut. So we've brought this plate up. We don't want it all sticking out through the bottom. We're only going to cut through here. That's even too deep. We're only cutting this thickness. So you only want the blade to just go through, or to go through a bit. You don't want the whole of the blade sticking out under here. You might hit something or cause you damage, so raise that up, plug it in, let's go. First test of the first purchase. Hold on. The right plug for the extension would help, wouldn't it? Come on, let's go. Really lovely. What a beast. Got a guard on, you can put it down. What a beast that is. Let's give it a cut. Just make sure the line you're cutting doesn't foul with what's underneath. That needs to come this way a bit. That's to go a good bit. Yeah, we're going to miss that. That's going to miss that. A little bit extra. There we are. Where's the line on the blade? So that's 0, isn't it? Yeah. We drifted away from the line slightly at the top there, but it doesn't matter because this is going to be the back side. That's why we chose the sawmill edge. That's going to be the front. This is going to be the back. Yeah, we've just got to put a little cut in here to make to go around the edge. I'll show you. I got some blood from somewhere. Where the hell did that come from? What the hell has happened? Where did that come from? Let's get another piece out. Make sure that's way over the edge. Where we want to be. Yeah, there's a bit of clearance. Let's give it a bit more. There we are. That should do the trick. I'm going to go with it. Hey, we've got our 2 pieces. Woohoo! I think a little piece makes such a difference, would you? I remember now, we've got a piece to put under there, haven't we? Let's do that now then. But there it is before, and the gap is opening up as we come up here. Remember, we cut a piece to go in here, didn't we? Yeah. Just to bring that up there. So that should do the trick now. Nice level bottom. Let's have a look. So there's this cupboard on the edge, look. We put our piece of wood in, sits on the bottom, goes in there. Now we can bring this up towards it that way. And there we are, let's close that gap now. So that's going to be sitting, let's close that gap up now. It's going to be sitting there nicely. Now we've got to figure out how to get these damn drawers off. Oh, they're going to bolt together nicely, aren't they? Get rid of that wheel malarkey and the board. The fact of bolting them together and the fact that the board is there will just strengthen the whole lot up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. That foot's in about the right place. Let's just mark here so we can put a band across there underneath. And I think we're pretty much done. Well, that foot in. Do that. Come to the end here. Square this end off. Just put a square in it, I think. Just mark it, cut it to the length we want. Bang that up to it. And we're done. Woohoo! Lovely. I'm quite pleased with that. Then we've got to drag it all into place then. The middle of the cabinets is there, so that's the middle of the band we're going to put in. The leg can go here, the leg can go there, and we're going to have cut that end off and squared it off. We're fully marked up now, I think, and just turn that upside down and do that. So the middle of the wood is here. Yeah, the leg is there. The other leg is there, or foot I should say, and then cut that off with the off bit there, square that off, and I think we've done it. I think we've done it. We've transferred our markings. That's the middle, that's a leg there, another leg there. Cut that off. Oh, excuse me. Cut that off and we're done. We're ready. Slap a bit of dribble on there. Put this here-ish somewhere. Put that there-ish somewhere. Yeah, that's towards the end. So there, this is where the cabinets meet, look. And then cut that off, make an end. Easy peasy. Let's put a bit of dribble on here and there now then. That didn't take long, did it? Bit of dribble here, bit of dribble there, bit of dribble there. Cut off there. I'm a bit worried because if I do it too short, the box will never fit. If I do it too long, it'll be too much. So, am I going to put the boxes in place and then cut them? Or am I going to trust my markings? Oh, there's a thing. Are you going to trust your markings? I think I'll trust my markings. Let's cut them off. Let's do that. So this is where the cupboards meet and the wood in the middle. It's nice and level on the inside. Look, nice and flat. Just touch that in there so it don't fall out again. This is nice and level, flat with air sitting on there. This is nice and level and flat because it's welded up the inside, remember? Should we have put the leg underneath this to help it? I don't know. No, it'll do just fine, you know. I am tempted to put a leg under here, or a leg under here, just to help things along, maybe. And remember, we're going to put a piece of that here, aren't we, to finish that off. Yeah, we're going to have to close that up, aren't we? How are we going to make that level? We'll put an angle across here at that level. Oh yeah, that'll be a one to do. We put it across here. I can't just slap it in. Well, unless we put another piece of this in to level it up. Oh, it's a possibility, isn't it? Yeah, let's cut that. Let's box it in and let's trust my markings. I don't really want to be crowbarring the thing in the last minute. Oh, I didn't keep an eye on my width. It's gone in a little bit somehow, some way, in the middle. It's gone in a bit. We're gonna have to persuade that, I think. Oh, damn. We're just gonna have to persuade that, I think. There's always a last minute snag, isn't there? It's in. Will it move up now? I really want to do this. Bad karma, but ooh. Come on. Ready? Oh, that moved it. Something moved. Something moved. That's that could go up slightly, couldn't it? Yeah. It's just that little thickness of a bolt head. That's all it is. Thickness of a bolt head. Give it one more. Oh yeah. Ah, that's looking better. Kissed up fairly nicely. Again, I think it's just bolt head size. That will do. Do the drawers still open? Yeah. We'll dram the drawers if we can. No. Should we give it one more? Because I think this is where it's going to stop now. This is it. This is it. Oh yeah. The bolts will squeeze up nicely. Here's the marks. Oh, that happens. Over the wood, the marks could do with coming over or cutting this side of the line, you know. The foot's okay. Yeah, I reckon if we cut this side of the line, we'll be all right. But I'm gonna leave that because that will go up like that in a minute. That will come in level. That will get it level. When we bolt it together, it's the face that matters, isn't it? So it's the face that will level things up. I think I don't want to be molesting them too much, scratching them, marking them, bending them, giving them too much stress. No, before you put tools in them even. Yeah, we've got to finish that end off, haven't we? Yeah, we could turn them over once, couldn't we? Don't need to turn them upside down. Yeah. Let's get that cut off. I'm glad we did check it, because as long as we cut this side, usually you cut on the line, don't you? Let's cut this side of the line here, leave half of that line there, and just follow that, and that'll be just fine, you know. And we are done. Look, I put that extra strip in there to level it off, because where this sits, it's different to that. We came that side of the thing. Listen, my welding isn't the best of welding. I'd love to go on a welding course if I had the time. All I know is it sticks together. We can give it the Reggie test in a minute. Yeah. Let's send it to the Reggie testing department. Yes. Welcome to Reggie's research and development testing department tax fiddle. Oh, yeah. I don't really want to wake up the neighbours too much in case somebody's on night shifts. Yeah. I think it's past the Reggie test department. Research and development. We're done. Just got to put it in place now. So the next question is it going to fit where I want it to fit? I think these cupboards are in the way. 6 foot one here. Let me move these cupboards. Hold on. Right then, is it going to fit where I want it to fit? Which way round was it? And have we got space to swing an hammer to get the last one in? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We can move it and molest it in later. Right, what first? This one first. Yeah. This one first. That one first. Yeah, it's on the line. Then the separating piece with the nice piece of thread. Yeah. Then the red one. Ooh. I don't know why, but this one's much heavier. I don't think a couple of drawers would make a difference. Right. This one. Right. Oh, this is the one that counts. Last one. Come on. Oh, we need wood, don't we? Yeah, we need a wood. Need a wood. Right. Ooh. How do they know when to ring? When you're backing in, when you're going round a roundabout, when you're a bit lost, when you're struggling a bit and you're on your last bit of what you want to do, it's going to work or it's not going to work. And then the bloody phone rings and you're filming, aren't you? Ah, they have a knack to them, don't they? Anyway, let's see. So, just to let you know, we're all right here. Look, we've done that We did that bit, we know that fits. We've got this bit in the middle in the correct place, look. And the wood's going to go there. So that's given that cupboard plenty to sit on the edge there. And of course it's level and flat. So, will it fit in the gap? Where are you? Finger out a little bit. Finger out a little bit. Will it fit where it's supposed to fit? With Reggie measurements. Ooh. It's got to go in from the top. Kick it in a lot. Oh, if it's going to miss it, it's only just going to miss it. I don't think it's in. Sitting on top slightly, isn't it? Does it? Yeah. It's sitting on top slightly. Let's try and... there's hardly a thickness of a lever. What to do then? I'll tell you what we'll do. Rather than fix the box in, we'll fix the wood in. No. Gonna come this way. Right. That's it. I think we're in. We are in. Just now got to make the wood fit. Just do that by pushing that in. There we are. Yeah, it will fit. Just needs a bit of persuasion. Nine there. Nine there. Oh, it's a nice tight fit. It's a nice tight fit too. Yeah. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. That's the puppy. Yeah, they're in. Soon. Soon. Yeah. Hey. Woo! Mr. Not very good at measuring has got that quite nice in there, look. It's fitting in there, look. Half a bolt. Half a bolt in, look. See, look, that's well in under there. And that's well in under there. Looks a bit proud, slightly, doesn't it? Looks up a bit. Maybe wants a fatty to sit on it. Hold on. Let's look around the back, make sure it's not sitting on the edge in the back now. It's definitely in there. There's a bloody cupboard here, I'm banging my head out. Definitely in the edge there, look. Yeah. Just wants a fatty to sit on it, I think. Sit. Yeah. That'll settle. Woo! Okay, I might have to get the bar now and nudge it in place before I put the tools in. That box, I think, has got to go. That's got to come off the wall. I've got to allow for the lids to open. Come on, let's put it back together, see what it looks like. Well then, here we are. Woohoo! We'll have to get a bar and nudge it all back so that you can open the lid, but you've got that space behind, so you can't put it right up against the wall now. Plus, there is a bolt on the wall down here. This is going to get away with it. Open the lid under there. I'm going to have to remove that box there, which is only my light bulb box anyway, and the spanners are going to go in here. Then again, just sort of get the crowbar and nudge them all back before I fill them. But I think we've done what we want to do. What we're going to do with this blind corner, should have we put them at an angle? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they're where we want them to be. They could come up here slightly. Yeah, they could come this way slightly. Give me a little edge there. to put something up against. Yeah, I'll probably nudge them this way slightly, which will be fine. Look, fits in the frame underneath. They're not on wheels, they're nice and together. Haven't yet figured out how to bolt these together, how to get into these drawers. I don't want to break them, I'll find a way. But bolt them together as a one now. They're going to be really strong, aren't they? And how much space are they going to give me now? And of course, we had a good discount on these. These are brand new. We bought these out of Facebook, a little bit battered, a little bit of panel beating, whatever. We cut the legs off, put the brackets in so they're strong corners. We know it's sitting on good flat ground now, so they're not going to twist with the weight or jam. So you know me, they will be filled, they will get overloaded. But I'm really, and they're off the floor, so you get circulation. The bottom ones aren't going to rot. These cupboards, this is how they came. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. We'll figure that out. But you know, I think for the price we paid them, and the price we possibly could have paid for them, and for what they've done for them, I'm really pleased with that now. Really chuffed with myself now. Yeah. Ooh, lovely. Just nudge them back a bit and get rid of that cupboard now, and we're there. We're done. Fantastic.